Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. How are you guys? Is it choppy? I hope not, because I don't really want to relocate and start over. I've been meditating. My whole chakra system's all lit up and like active, and I'm just really proud of the collective that I've been serving for a couple of years now. Oh my God. The abundance, the opportunity, all the work that we have done to break out of paradigms and to allow our conscious mind to come into union with our belief systems. Because a lot of your conscious mind was aware of all the abundance you could have. You could see your Akashic records. You believed in the universe giving you the opportunities and reaching levels of success and greatness, but it's like there was a disconnect between believing you deserved it and believing it could actually be. So it was like your head and your heart weren't in union. We were talking about this for weeks on the last video. That's not the focus in this reading. I don't want to really talk about that because we did the work, and the energy that I'm tapping into today has to do with everything that's going to happen in the collective's third dimensional life because of all the paradigm shifts and really getting your head and heart in union surrounding your manifestations and you believing you deserve what it is that you want. So God could show you the greatness, but do you really believe that you're good enough, that you can excel, that you can succeed, that you could bear the weight of it? And many of you guys did that in your mind and in your heart, and you identified everything that essentially stopped you from believing in your own greatness, in yourself, right? So because of all of this, because everything, the universal laws, everything starts from the mind, can you guys understand what you've done mentally and also inevitably emotionally? Like, do you understand how that impacts your life? Some of you guys do already because you are already going through it. There are massive shifts that are occurring. I just channeled on Patreon. I didn't even pull cards. I was about to go in the shower and I channeled a message about the collective manifesting serious money. And that money showing up as the Ace of Pentacles. And then you went from the Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. And essentially, the message for those of you that are coming into some serious money, this is money that's going to change your life. This is money that supports this new reality that is now coming in, that it took so long and you worked so hard to believe in and actually align yourself to. Okay? This cash comes in. For some of you, you haven't been karmically tested with this, but for some of you, you have already. So you're going to know exactly what to do when the money comes in. But some of you don't yet, because this is your first go around. Some of you guys are going to invest this money into being a different version of yourself because you don't love yourself. So this money is going to fuel devil energy, i.e. an illusion of who you are. So essentially, you take this money and you invest it into your low vibration, which is the self-loathing, meaning you now can afford to be whoever you want other than yourself. Or for others of you that are awakened, and it doesn't matter if you're not awakened to this, you will be after this lesson, okay? Because essentially those people who take this money and invest it in an illusion, they get the tower. But those that built and invested their abundance and their authenticity, there's nothing to tear down for our best interest. There's nothing to realign us to. So for many of you guys, this is a warning. You're going to come into some money, and what is it going to fund for you? Is it going to fund a false reality and some weird persona? Or is it going to fund your authenticity, which stems in your desires, your passion, your mission, your goals in life? You understand? True wealth, family, friends, peace, love, happiness. You know, like really be consciously aware about what you're going to do with the cash collective, because it's enough money that you might become overwhelmed. I'll be honest. This could be a job that takes you from one tax bracket to a completely different one. And you need to remember what you told yourself you wanted this money for, because when it comes in, your ego might be distracting you and telling you that this money is for something else. And your higher self be like, no, 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 we manifested this money for all these things. And now the money comes in, your ego's triggered and it's rearing. And you're like, no, 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 no. The money should be for this and this and this and this and this. And devil energy is convincing you to squander your abundance. And then it is all gone. And then your higher self, your ego is all quiet now because it has no money. And now your higher self's loud again, being like, yeah, I want to still do all these things. And you're still back where you were going, yeah, when I get the money. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. There's a karmic cycle with money that's playing out for some of you guys in the collective, and it's coming around again. And there's abundance, material, financial abundance coming into you in the form of some kind of opportunity. Okay, there's massive success coming into the collective, and it's literally coming off of the tail end of all this work to align, to actually believe that you can have that success, believe that you could live a lifestyle that doesn't reflect pain and trauma and drama and wounding and a constant struggle. Some of you guys have gone through struggle and that kind of shit so long that you really didn't believe in another reality, no matter how much the universe was trying to tell you there was one outside of what you had experienced karmically. So here goes collective, daydreaming on the nod, manifesting, seeing themselves in all these beautiful, abundant ways, but then actually believing they could be that way and then aligning themselves to those, i.e. fantasies. They're only fantasies if you don't have the courage to pursue them and make them your dreams that come true. Then they're fantasies. But people who align to those fantasies, it's not a fantasy, it's experience for them. It's what they've been through. It's what happened for them. Stop saying you can't afford it. Exactly. Destiny Winter Gal. I don't even like hearing that. I'm not winter gal. I was just saying to myself, I can't do another winter here. But anyways, and then don't let something, hold on, I have to plug in the laptop. Don't let your fears lead you down somewhere. There was an omen. I was out with the dog and I posted it on Patreon. And I was with the dog and I stumbled across somewhere really strange where I didn't feel like I belonged. And I just wanted to leave once I got there. I must have the video was only a few minutes, but I did show the collective what I found. And the omen to me is that my fear, because I was walking my dog, I saw another dog and it made me come off of the main path and find another small path. So fear got me to take this path, because I didn't want my dog to interact with another dog because she can be sketchy with other animals, right? So now I'm on this off the main path on some weird little beaten path, and I find this whole man-made weird ass Blair Witch Project fucking place. Okay, and right away I just felt like I looked around and I honestly felt like somebody was watching me. Nobody was there, but it felt like somebody could have been really like around the corner and is just like hiding or some shit like that. And then there was some markings to identify this path to other people. So it was very uncomfortable, right? But I identified that it was fear that got me to take that path. So I felt like it was an omen. So collective, be very mindful. This is a very active time for our collective. There's a lot that's going to be or is already happening and occurring for you. Also, another download I got, which is surrounding romance and intimate partnerships. Some of you guys created this narrative that you have to be fully healed or somebody else has to be fully healed in order for you to come into union with them or be good enough for you. And you're delaying your own ascension, healing, and your own union. Because for many of you, this union is actually going to exponentially enhance and speed up your ascension and healing journey because of how it triggers you. And it triggers you in ways that nobody else can, because it's not an intimate relationship, and ways that you can't, because it's only designed for an external reflection to do this. So you guys are, this narrative about needing to be healed enough is delaying your own ascension journey and your own union with your divine partners. Your divine partners are going to bring healing you couldn't even fucking imagine in, because of how they love you and how they treat you and how willing they are to do life and ascension with you, the transparency for you. You understand? But if you're saying they have to be fully healed, then what, you're not actually open to the whole manifestation. So yes, you might want the company, you might want the sex, you might want the, you know, the attention, but do you want the healing and the help in your ascension journey that comes with a divine partner? Well, that requires some serious fucking vulnerability, and you would have to be opening to the triggering that this partner is doing. So this partner, whether they're aware of it or not, they trigger you and they expose the same wounds that they were divinely guided to come into their life and heal. And they don't heal it for you. Their energy is healing for you. They don't heal it for you. Their energy is healing for you. Their natural energy, how they treat you. They really, so you're this new partner, this person is going to heal your broken idea of partnership, heal this lie, this narrative that you can't be your authentic self because you aren't loved wholeheartedly just the way you are. But if you are faking it and acting like you're your authentic self and that you're not holding back and that you don't have all these insecurities, how does this partner help heal you? You're rejecting the manifestation. So really, if that resonates and that triggers you with this whole, they need to be healed enough. I'm not talking about subjecting yourself to somebody who is going to further damage you and not support you in the progression of your healing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who triggers wounds that you pretend aren't there, aren't ready to dig up, don't know how to dig up, that are really going to help heal you in your journey should you put your ego aside and be willing to do that. Okay? Hi, guys. This is the children. Companionship has a price with women, regardless of children. I don't understand. Acceptance and openness is important. You look so beautiful. Thank you. A message spot on. Thank you. Y'all, the aliens are here. I saw a spaceship last night. Random, I know. It's actually not that random. I literally had somebody breaking down for me the multiple different species that actually roam Earth. There's maybe like 100 or 200 extraterrestrial beings that are floating around here in the guise of animals, things, plants, humans, all kinds of shit. So like, it's not actually that far-fetched. And I was actually, somebody posted some shit. Fuck. Shit, I forget. But yeah, it's not that far-fetched. About like this alien shit. I'm not into the UFOs, the aliens, but the universe is always like giving me messages about it and shit like that. Thanks for being here. Thank you guys for being here. All right. This is a very fucking abundant time for us, yo. So don't get distracted. Don't get involved in the pettiness and the bullshit. It's all a fucking distraction. This is what we were waiting for now. We are going through that portal. That 8-8 portal, okay, is going from the 9s to the 10s, the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. You are coming into union with your fucking community, romantic partner, all of it, friends, family, because the black sheep is coming back into union with the sense of community. And I read for black sheep, right? So this journey, regardless of who's been around you, has been quite lonely. It won't be anymore. This is a new narrative. And I was also channeling something about a couple of days. So I had a nap, which I don't usually do. I had a nap 2 days in a row, which is very rare for me. But I was really exhausted. I had to catch up on sleep and food. And I woke up and there was something about in a couple of days. Some of you guys are unaware that these are the final days of your X paradigm, the final days of a reality that you are used to. You will only know this in retrospect. You will not know this now. But this could be coming in to kind of validate why you feel like this sense of like goodbye, or this sense of like stillness, or even this sense of sadness and mourning. It's very much tethered because your higher self is aware that you are about to go through a portal and never return. And I'm talking about in your lifestyle collective. If this is happening externally to you, this has already happened internally. And every 8-8 portal, the collective I read for, didn't make it through the portal. Your heart was either too heavy. You didn't have all the parts of your soul. There were so many reasons why you weren't able to go through that portal. Not this year. This year, Each and every single fucking one of us, we're like a giant group, hand in hand, going like, excuse me, are going through it. Okay? Illy, get it together or I'm going to block you. I don't understand. Can you do me this? I don't do free readings. This isn't a pick a card. Okay? Like, but do me. Like, I'm not a fortune teller. This is bringing tears to my eyes. This, oh God, the collective. This is going to bring tears to your eyes. Imagine when it actually happens. like it's emotional, but you're going to be fine. Why? Because you allowed Cancerian energy to wash you in your own emotions privately and within yourself, and you really went through whatever emotional triggers you experienced during Cancer season. So you're going to have a certain level of strength, okay, while displaying emotions. You've reached the King of Cups. The King of Cups can be emotional, and nobody ever questions the King of Cups' strength or tries to play the King of Cups or call them like weak or something like that. No. If anything, people look up to the King of Cups for being courageous and standing so firm and tall and brave in their emotions. Understand? Like, so this is what Cancerian season did. And now Leo season, collective, you are on motherfucking display. You see how I got fancy for you guys? Yeah, because the next time you see me, we're already in Leo season. Okay, I'm feeling the vibes. I had to put a synthetic bundle in my fucking bun. I only use synthetic. I don't use the human hair. It's too much telepathy. Thank you. I'm feeling it. All right. Yeah, Leo gang. We're all going to be feeling that Leo gang energy. And remember, last reading, we talked about the authenticity of Leo reading. And Leo is not arrogant. It's not boastful. Those are the shadow elements of that energy, that sign that we all connect to and all have within us. Right. But knowing the truth and not making yourself small and modesty, and really just basking in your own self-confidence, because it's rooted in true knowing of self, true effort. My God, collective, like the abundance. But anyways, let's pray and pull cards because it's intense. It's amazing. Thank you to everyone who joins these Monday lives. When I went to Afrofest, enough of you guys were like, I tune in Monday. I tune in every Monday. That means a lot, you know? Thank you for being patient with me while I do my ascension, heal, metamorphose, do my shit, you know? So thank you guys. But let's pray. Creator God, Prime Source, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy of us. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular, all the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without you, and we are nothing without you. So Lord, be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. Some of you guys romantically are going to have two romantic options, whether you're with one of these people or you're with neither of them. Either way, though, one of these people supports your healing. The other person supports you in avoiding this if you want to. These two romantic partners are, to the universe, they're not random. This is not a coincidence. This is not random. To the universe, there's a very specific reason why both of them are coming at around the same time, because you're just thinking, why now? Part of the reason why now is because of where you're at in your spiritual ascension journey, collective. You have to make a choice about who you are. It's kind of like the same thing with the money. What path are you going to pick when the money comes in? Are you going to invest it into being more authentically yourself and expanding from that place, or just to be a version of you that's fake, that's going to have to be torn down because you don't really love yourself? It's the same thing with the romantic partners. One of them is supporting you in ascending, in healing, and it might not be on the outside. It might not come across I don't know. There's a difference in the way you're being pursued and loved. One of these people helps you perpetuate. So if you decide I don't want to go through the karma and I just want to experience romance, I don't want to face tough truths about me. I don't want to be triggered. I just want to feel something. The energy vibration of romance, lust, these things. There's a partner for that. But for others of you, your lower vibrational self is manifesting an option and your higher vibrational self is manifesting an option, meaning your higher vibrational self is like, no, I want a partner to help me with the healing journey. I have things that are going to be triggered up, but only by somebody who reaches deep parts of my heart. So that would be an intimate partner. Okay. And this person, this romantic opportunity will help you do that. So you're going to have serious choices. Put your money where your mouth is. You literally put your money on your fucking authenticity collective. I want to pull the Lenormand because I want to get a little more specific here. The Three of Pentacles, there's that opportunity with the money. This is an opportunity collective. It's a contract that offers enough money that changes your lifestyle. And this is because you align to believe that that was fucking possible in your brain. You didn't have to do anything. All you had to do was align your brain, and here goes an opportunity. That's how manifestation works. That's how you co-create with the universe. So that's why this opportunity is so abundant, because of what you did mentally. Some of you guys are going to do some psychedelics. I was talking about pharmacopoeia. Some of you guys would actually really benefit from it, but I can't advise those things because some of you guys should not do it. Just because your friends doing an ayahuasca are going to do toad venom, you shouldn't do it. Like some of you because you're not ready. And the reason why you would have to be ready to start doing like linking like those kind of psychedelics to your spiritual journey, you have to be willing to strip your ego, because that's what it does. And if you're not willing and you go and do that, you're going to lose your fucking mind. You understand? So if you're going to do something like that, be willing for your ego to be stripped, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to see past your ego and you're going to see very clearly from a conscious place. That's what those drugs do, or at least from my research and personal experience. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups and the Five of some of you guys are confused about whether or not you should to mend. So here's another really nasty energy. It's not a nasty energy. It's a hard energy, because this is somebody you have a fucking conflict with, that the universe is trying to initiate you into being able to overcome darkness and these kind of things with people. You guys learned and had to be initiated into learning how to cut off people. Queen of Swords energy. You had to learn how to cut off people. You were victorious with that. Six of Wands. This, though, now is learning how to overcome deep conflict with somebody. So this is putting your ego aside and understanding you weren't the only one who was hurt. You're judging somebody for hurting you. You're going to find out somebody else was hurt too. So now what? The universe is trying to bring healing between you and somebody. And it's not just because of what you may or may not have with this person after. It's because this is an initiation into unconditional love. You need to know how to do this. Your heart, in order to go through this portal, has to be light as a feather collective. We are so fucking close. Am I in California? No, I'm in Canada. I'm in Toronto. Paul statements, if you want knowledge. So happy to hear your beautiful messages from Australia. Hello, earthly guidance. Hi, Tally. Hi, Relly, the protagonist. Growth and compassion. Twin flame. Somebody asked twin flame. I feel like I haven't seen that word in so long. Because I don't feel drawn to it anymore from the karmic energy that I was drawn to it before. Anyways, some of you guys, the reason why you have opportunity coming in and why there's going to be such a swift change in your reality is because you drop the burden about worrying what other people have to say about what you're going to do or what they think you're going to do or what you're currently doing. Because this is the rats. This is the card of That rat is talking to 2 other rats about the asker. This is somebody talking to other people about you. And then here's the 8, and this is the collective showing up as the 8 of swords and the 10 of wands. This was you trapped and burdened by people doing this because you actually cared. So you now shift your mind and the paradigm to not care anymore. Oh my God, collective, you don't know how much blessings and abundance you were blocking because you cared about what other people think. Some of you guys are going to be completely, you're going to be famous, you're going to be wealthy doing a creative project or a creative venture. And you are ashamed about pursuing this because you are a business professional, or you wear a suit or some shit like that. But your network is full of producers and executives, and you have a craft and you want to pursue it. The kind of abundance you'll get from doing this, even though it's so different than what you are accustomed to. But the only reason why you didn't pursue it is because you felt like embarrassed. Like people would be like, what's this guy doing now? He wants to be a music producer. Now he wants to be an artist. Now she wants to be a fucking dancer. Meanwhile, now you're on America's Next Top fucking whatever or some shit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You break out of that, your reality completely changes. The universe goes, look, they don't believe that anymore. Give them the opportunity now. Where before they're like, what's the point of giving them the opportunity? They're going to cry. They're going to create excuses as to why they can't do it because they're ashamed of switching up their shit like that. So you go from wearing a suit to fucking sagging your pants and wearing a fucking fitted, and now you're in the studio till 4 a.m. getting high and making these beats that are worth thousands, and now you're getting famous doing something. You get what I'm saying? Or you're used to filming, you're used to being a photographer and shooting people's LinkedIn fucking photos. And now you're doing like music videos for some like local pop star who hits it off and goes famous. Now she wants you to do her music videos all the time. Now you're like, fuck LinkedIn. You know, you're like, fuck the company contracts. Like I'm on tour, you know, like some weird shit. Like it's, I'm doing the best I can because I'm hot. Like I feel hot. It's also because the sun at this time of day is just like beaming at me, but it's just like, the fuck. Yeah, LinkedIn profile. Thank you, Blue Phoenix, for the donation. Thank you to everybody who donates, even if I don't catch it. I know it looks like I'm looking, but I'm not. It's my eyes. It does this weird shifty thing this weird sketchy shifty thing when I'm channeling. I won't make direct eye contact with you, so I'm not actually looking. I'm like a silverback gorilla. Those are my ancestors. Those are my fucking ancestors. They're the one animal in the animal kingdom outside of the elephant that will have me weeping. It's because I am them and they are me. I can literally beat my chest. I heard my guys be like, don't do it. I can literally do, like, I practice for weeks how to beat my chest like a silverback properly, like how to do the actual call. I know how to do it. Maybe one day I'll do it for you guys. And you guys are laughing. I'm serious. Jack. What's that about? Ooh, and the fucking Knight of Cups. Somebody's paradigm shift and coming into belief with what they want is going to trigger them to take some kind of action towards love and romance, where before, regardless of what their heart was telling them, regardless of what they felt, they didn't believe in love. So what the fuck was there to take any action to? Take action, take action. Somebody's like, to what? I don't even believe in that shit. Even though they're feeling all these feelings, even though their heart's screaming for it. Some of you motherfuckers made your head actually go, okay, what if there's a chance? Your heart, you gave your heart an inch, it takes a motherfucking mile. You open that door to your heart this much, your heart kicked it the fuck down. It just needed your head to come into this much union with it. And your heart's dragging your head now, if that makes sense. It's like you actually are now believing in the feelings that you're having instead of rejecting them and thinking there's some kind of illusion or that, you know what I'm saying? You're like, well, maybe these feelings are rooted in something real. Maybe that is possible for me. Maybe true love really does exist, even though all I've experienced is some karmic ass superficial bullshit that was a reflection of your superficiality towards self and others. You understand? So really just look at your experiences for what they are, because this is something different. It's all a reflection of this paradigm shift. You guys were trapped. We have been working to come out of the Eight of Swords for fucking ever. I don't know about other people's collectives. I'm talking about the collective I read for and I support. This is what we were trying to come out of. And each sword was a traumatic, fucked up experience, society, paradigms, karmic shit, all kinds of things. We pulled each one out of the fucking ground. And then we identified which one was our sword of truth. And that was able to cut all of these illusions away. So now the collective sees clearly and feels clearly and is in full acceptance of whatever they see and feel. This is going to drive you to take actions that you didn't have no drive to take before. Part of you didn't know you didn't know why you didn't have any drive to take actions towards your heart's desires. It's because you didn't believe. Your head was like, it's bullshit. And your heart wouldn't let up. So you were in conflict. I'm reading to some of you guys that freed yourself from an internal conflict between your head and your heart. Your heart saying it can and your head saying it cannot. Your heart saying it's possible, your head saying no fucking way. The minute your head goes, maybe there's a chance, my God, the kind of love that you manifest into your life, you're going to be shocked where you're at in a week's time or a month's time, romantically. For some of you, it's the other way around, though. Your head's like, this ain't going to fucking fly. And your heart was really struggling, was refusing it and in denial of it. The other way around. Your heart was like, no, I'm not into this. And your head was in denial of it. I think you guys get the point. Thank you for the donation. The Ten of Swords. Going from the 9 to the 10. That's what I believe is happening between Cancer and Leo season. The collective makes it to the 10. You're no longer stuck. This is another card about being stuck. It's over. You're not stuck anymore. We have the 9 of Swords here. You're not stuck. You go from the 8 to the 9 to the 10. You're not stuck anymore. There's Divine Feminine. You're not stuck anymore. You're free up. Free up. Some of you guys, this mental liberation, you were so mentally trapped in so many paradigms, self-loathing, self-doubt, that you free yourself mentally. So you say, I believe, I deserve, I can have, I can be. And the kind of freedom that is near to you externally is out of this world. For some of you, you guys go into entrepreneurship all because you said to yourself and you acknowledged and you accepted the fact that you didn't want to live this lifestyle anymore. A 9-to-5 lifestyle, working, taking all your talent, skills, and abilities and investing them into somebody else. You were done with that. You didn't even think of entrepreneurship. You didn't even go that far. You just said, I don't know where I'm going to go, but I got to get the fuck up out of here. I don't know how I'm going to live. I just know it can't be like this anymore. And the opportunity for change. So fast. Some of you guys don't even know this is the last week you're going to live like this, that things are going to look the way they do for you, that you're going to be single, that you're going to be broke, that you're going to be living in your car, that you're going to be in this abusive ass fucking relationship that you don't want to be in, that you're going to live in this house. Some of you guys have been trying to move for so long. You really started to understand what this move was a reflection of. And you guys are going to find a place between this reading and the next reading. You're going to find a place, sign a lease, and be packing up your shit. And you're thinking right now, how is that possible? You don't know that the seeds you planted are about to sow. There's somebody you called and reached out to. Okay? I'm trying too hard not to cry because I'm on the way to a family dinner. Cry, yo, because you're on the way to a family dinner and you know that once you let that out, you're going to eat good food and be around people that love you and you can be vulnerable with. And if you can't, maybe you should cry and take your ass back home in the Uber so that you can feed yourself and just be vulnerable with yourself. No one's ever going to make me stop crying. I grew up like that, always being told, don't fucking cry, yo. I will cry. I've been the king of cups for a while. I'm confident about my emotions like that. I don't give a fuck. I was looking at beach bungalows. Okay, let's pull from the astro codes, and then I think we should wrap because I don't really feel like this is the focus today. I don't want to drown it out with anything. I don't want to overextend the reading and then start opening it up to a lower vibration. I want to keep the integrity of this reading, and I want to always remember this reading personally because that we have tried to get here forever. And you guys were hearing about this 8-8 portal and being excited, and I kept coming and being the Debbie Downer and being like, we are not ready to go through this portal, and these are all the reasons why. Instead of hating me, you looked at the reasons and we did the fucking work. So guess who's going through the portal this year? Hey, guess who's going through the motherfucking bumbleclot? Get the money. I fucking told you, don't let the devil tempt you into fucking squandering it on some bullshit. That's a lot of fucking money. You think I joke, man? Yeah, cry it all out, release it, cry out whatever little bit of doubt. Because the fact of the matter is that you're crying over this. This is going to be your reality. This won't be able to bring tears to you. You're gonna be so adapted to this energy within a year and a half, 2 years. This is just a moment in time. So let the tears flow. Let it all, because you're going to adapt so well and so quickly to that fucking abundance because you ain't going to squander it and you ain't going to fucking sabotage it. I am so fucking proud of us, yo. And there's the 10 of Pentacles and Divine Feminine. Glory be to the fucking Most High. I'm sorry. Glory be to the Most High. The fuck? They don't mind my swearing, but they're like, did you really have to like... My granny, she's one of my guides. She's old school with it. She's never really going to like the swearing still. But my own granny's shadow don't mind. Catapult into all that abundance. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. Yes. And when God blesses you, you bless others. Absolutely. Because a lot of that abundance you need to understand is you asked for the 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, God is giving it to you preemptively because you passed the initiation into opening up your heart to bring in and come into union with that 10 of Pentacles. So this money is to support the manifestations that are coming in, your new reality. You didn't need this much money before. You need it now with everything and everyone you're coming into union with. This money supports your village. That you love yourself enough to believe that you can be a part of Black Sheeps. Many of you guys are Black Sheeps and you didn't manifest abundance enough for a community because you didn't ever think you were going to be part of one. You just thought this journey had to do with you becoming comfortable being the Black Sheep and doing it dolo regardless of who you were around. And now you're realizing that's not really the case because you're coming into union with yourself and accepting yourself, but also opening up your heart to others. These others that are a vibrational match to you are your tribe. They are your community. This abundance is for you and yours. Now that you know what yours is. You and yours. I heard, I don't want to hear it, yo. I don't want to hear it, yo. Listen here, okay? Do not get fucking distracted with the petty shit. But do not be emotionally detached. You have to use your discernment because the divine is going to bring some kind of, make you heal some shit from the past. You are going to be initiated, and probably because of the nature of these YouTube channels, it's going to be with a lover. It's going to be with a lover. This could be somebody that you went from calling your twin flame to calling a fucking karmic to now you don't even talk about. Okay? You're going to be initiated to have to do it. And it's because you have to drop the burden. You guys don't believe me, but go ahead. You'll see. If there was anybody who would have curved that initiation, it was fucking me. But I understand. But I got this. You got it. You got it. Use your discernment. Don't be so scared. Be in your power. Anyways, tension. You see? There's tension. That's still energetically there. This tension is still energetically there. You can act like it's not, you can pretend that it isn't. But when you get to that portal every year and Anubis goes, yeah, no, your heart isn't light. You're like, whoa, I don't have anything. Anubis is like, yeah, but what about that motherfucker? And then all of a sudden you're cussing at the gate, walking backwards. Like, we haven't been able to make it through the portal all these years. I don't know about anybody else. I'm talking about the people that I resonate and read for. We were not making it through the portal. That's why our readings all look like that. They all sounded that way. We're going through this. Look at the energies that we've been tapping into on Patreon consistently for 2 weeks. I have read nothing but this abundant ass motherfucking energy that is as long as I've been able to tap into that energy vibration, me personally, without going low. So I believe we're going through the portal, but that tension is going to be released. So between now and this portal, there's so much emotionally that you're going to be going through. You're going to feel the excitement and the joy of all this expansion. I feel nervousness. Some of you guys are going to have butterflies, nervousness. That's all associated with this success energy, 2 of Wands energy, right? But I also feel this lower vibrational triggering. And this is so that you can go through the portal, accept the triggering, accept that these low vibrational feelings are still there. Stop pretending they are not. Because then Anubis, who can see, is going, you can pretend with everybody else, but bitch, I see that whole bag of stones in your bag. Your heart's not light enough. Go back. So the universe is going to give you an opportunity to lighten this load because you've acknowledged that it's still there. Again, your awareness, your conscious awareness, your acceptance is getting the universe to support you in really big ways that you and your resistance wasn't allowing at a point in time. So this is also a testament to how in union you are with your ecosystem and the divine and your guides. Glory be to the Most High. Okay, then we have the root. This is Malkut. I could cry. In the tree of life, you want to make it to Malkut. That's everything from Kether, from the ethers, working down its own way to get into Malkut, which is the 3D. The root I signify as the 3D, because the tree of life, if this is Kether, the root's right here, where you would give birth, say. The portal. There's a dream and a manifestation that makes it into the 3rd dimensional, your 3rd dimensional reality, and it changes the reality as you know it. It's here and it's now. And I'm just so happy to be here with you fucking people. It's our fucking time. Let's go! I'm sorry, I can't contain myself. My inner child wants to skip and dance around. My shadow wants to get all egotistical and be like, we fucking are the best, like some bootleg Khaled. My fucking higher self is just humbly like, has light tears and is just grateful. My masculine and feminine are just like embrace, just grateful. Like it's just, anyways, 9th house, exploration. This is Sagittarius energy, I'm pretty sure. Which if you look at the thumbnail, I picked those cards. I picked the, it was Cancer. It was Cancer energy with the Chariot. Then I put the Wheel of Fortune in between it. And then I put Strength, which represents Leo. This represents the Wheel of Fortune energy in the thumbnail, the middle card. Okay, so we're going to read this card. And the reason why I believe the 9th house is what's calling and its exploration is because you're in a new space. This is why you are being required to explore and be courageous enough to explore. No different than you were courageous enough to explore yourself. So without, you're going to be asked to explore this collective, this new reality, this new connection, this new person, this new opportunity, this new path. And you know that it's for you because you are fucking drawn to it, man. And the only thing that's really stopping you from exploring this is fear. Fear is trying to lead you down somewhere strange, fam. That's what the omen that I experienced this week. I was like, what kind of weird Blair Witch fucking weird ass shit is this, yo? And my dog was just off it. We were both off it. But my fear led me there. Your fear will lead you somewhere strange, man. Be careful. But your fear will also stop you from going exactly where you belong and where you're supposed to. And for many of you, this shift is within days. You don't know. You don't see it yet. And then it's going to happen and you're going to go, oh my God, I didn't know those were the last days that I would live here, be experiencing this. This reality would be mine. It's like, I don't know how else better to explain it, but let's read this and wrap. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you to everybody who's joined the live. All right, please like the video if you can. And it's number 47. 47 is an 11. That's a portal. A portal, like a doorway. 2 of Wands. It literally looks like the Wheel of Fortune. Anyways. Is the 9th house Sagittarius or is it Scorpio? No, it's Sagittarius because then the 10th house is Capricorn, 11th is Aquarius, and 12th is Pisces, right? Okay, exploration. If your chart were a village map, the 9th house would contain the International Airport, University, or Broadcasting Tower. The 9th house is the original World Wide Web. It speaks of how we expand our world through official and unofficial higher education, travel, and international understanding, philosophy, and global communication. How we expand our world through all those things, but through your own fucking paradigm shifts and cognitive behavioral therapy. We'll also do this too. But anyways, action, go exploring, step out of your comfort zone to see what lies beyond the boundaries of your familiar bubble. Step into a new country, try on a fresh attitude, and immerse yourself in an unusual body of knowledge or a spiritual philosophy you did not grow up with. It is hard to see your bubble, the lens for your experience, until you step outside it. Look at your socioeconomic milieu, family and friends and education, and confront any unconscious assumptions that your people, your class, your culture is all there is. You are being charged to develop a truly diverse perspective and understand the real diversity in a person, ecosystem, or company. Builds resilience. Push your unique boundaries. If you are an urban international traveler, you may be most stretched by small town life. Read the philosophy and spirituality from a far corner of the world. Once you've done all this, share what you've learned with the world as a speaker, writer, traveler, teacher, or internet diva. Oh, that's funny. Wake up the world. Challenge. When you finally break through and can see the far horizons, it can be difficult to reconcile the allure of those infinite possibilities with the familiarity of the people close to you. Both are important. Gift, widen your horizon and expand your world. Explore in your mind, body, and soul. Teach what you know. The world is waiting for you. For some of you, the opportunity that is coming in that unlocks all this abundance has to do with all this internal shit that you learned. And it's like, you didn't even know how you would apply this to the universe. You didn't know how you would step in mission, and the universe said, don't worry about that. Just focus on what you're learning within self. And when you're ready, we will confirm that by giving you opportunity to apply this knowledge externally to you. And for some of you, it's an actual paid opportunity. Somebody could ask you to want to speak about what you've overcome. Some of you guys have gone through certain things. You built things, you created things, you've done things, your spiritual journey, your come up. It's like somebody could want to, some of you guys could be paid speakers or get some kind of speaking engagement or be asked to share your testimony or something you've been through. I don't know. But all I fucking know is the universe is going to mirror to you the expansion inside of yourself, all the possibilities, the infinite. Reconcile and the lure. It can be difficult to reconcile the allure of all those infinite possibilities with the familiarity, right? The infinite possibilities, you allow them to be your possibilities, not just infinite possibilities in the world, your possibilities. From greatness to success to love to everything. that expansion is being mirrored externally to you. Congratulations. And I'm going to wrap this up here. I don't feel like there's anything else to channel other than congratulations. Angel, gang, gang. I love you guys. Mondays are special for me because of you. And I absolutely adore you guys. Okay. So if you guys aren't feeling this energy, but you were really drawn to this reading, it's because your higher self is begging you to just believe in what it's trying to tell you, that your heart's trying to tell you. And it's about the greatness, the change, the possibilities, the opportunities. Just believe in them. My shadow's now going to start. If I stay any longer, my shadow will communicate this whole message, but from its point of view. And then I'll start like cursing you guys out, and you guys aren't going to like that. So anyways, let me wrap up. I love you guys. All right. Until the next time I see you, beautiful people, keep letting your inner angels live. Ciao.